5 seconds remain.
Hello and welcome back to the OGA Dota PIT. My name is Nigma. Joining me is 1437. We are here on Patchmas Eve, ready to go with some tier 1 Dota to tide you through until that patch does drop tomorrow. But we got a hell of a game coming up right now. It is the upper bracket, and it's going to be an absolute smashdown. It is OG versus Nigma playing off in a best of 3 series. I mean, Steven, firstly, on paper, what are you thinking coming into this series?
Ooh, I'm thinking a lot of stuff, man. Nigma, you know, they just got Kuro back and they're starting to get really comfortable. And I said yesterday that this team could easily be the top 3 team in Europe. OG, you know, they got the 2-time TI winners and some of the players there. And with LTW yesterday, they were looking pretty strong. I don't know if VP were maybe a bit tired after winning the last tournament, or maybe they underestimated a bit, but LTW, he fit like a glove. So OG, they're still looking strong, you know, they're not weaker without mid one, I want to say. Maybe a little bit in terms of like some strategies that they're used to playing. But this is going to be a really nice game, man. I think OG, I got to favor OG, I think, in this series, though.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm sticking with Nigma, I'm afraid. You know, this team, I've been an OG fanboy for some of my life, you know, I'm not gonna lie, when they're making those TI runs, who wasn't, right? Everyone was an OG fanboy on that day, but for this tournament, you know, I gotta put my logical hat on. I think Nigma, you know, these guys, they want to win so badly. They're the hungriest team in this tournament by a mile. They bombed out of the playoffs on Epicenter League way too early for their liking. I think this team has a lot to prove, and these players with a lot to prove is something to be feared. Coming into DPC, they don't want to have spent this entire online period without really having any kind of significant results. They want to win, and I think that they're going to be bringing their all to this tournament. I think they're going to be able to outmatch OG in this series. But let's see what the drafts have to say, because of course it can all change when these heroes get picked up. So we have the IO and Avenge banned out by OG. Meanwhile, Nigma, they're going to ban out the Morphling and the Snapfire. OG grabbed the Magnus and the Phoenix. Meanwhile, Nigma are going to go with the Marana. Any thoughts straight off the bat?
The Phoenix pick, very strong team fighter, Marana, to try and counter Phoenix with the leap, you know, get that attack speed. Then OG instantly picking up that Magnus. This is going to put a lot of pressure onto Nigma's draft right now, because they understand they're gonna have OG is gonna have a carry that's gonna farm extremely fast with that Empower, and Nigma take up the one hero who can actually really deal with this Magnus lineups, right? Like Faceless Void, one, you don't want to give OG the Faceless Void with the Magnus, which is really strong, and 2, the Faceless Void can always chrono this over farmed carry hero and try to like kill him inside that chrono, and it has pretty good synergy as well with the Marana in this draft. And there's one more thing I wanted to tell you, Nomad. OG banned out Benj in this game, right? A few strategies, I want to say. Because when they beat Viking yesterday, they had Bench 2 games in a row, Bench Shadowfiend with the Dusa 1 game, and Bench Shadowfiend with the TB the other game. Then the last series before that they played was against Liquid, and they only won 1 game against Liquid with Bench Dusa.
Yeah, no, it's coming down to the wire for these teams to kind of pull out their best heroes, and you want to take away any of these strategies you can. Of course, if OG have done their homework and they've recognized this common consistency, the Nigma doing very well, and they are of course going to be getting rid of it. But of course, you know, Miracle Void, that is something which you have to fear, and that you have to have a plan for if you're on the side of OG. Do you think these 2 starting heroes have problems with Void, or do you reckon they do okay?
They're going to be okay. The Phoenix is not a hero that dies easily to Faceless Void, especially when the Faceless Void is hitting somebody else. You can always plop that egg down, and the Void has to choose. Are you gonna chrono and commit to the target you're going on, or are you gonna jump out? Either way, it's a very difficult fighting choice or fighting decision for the Faceless Void. And Magnus with that RP as well, gonna have a huge threat onto the Faceless Void. Long disable, goes through BKB. Now Nigma, they need to ban this PA here. Don't think you can afford to give Nag PA to OG. It's probably the best combo. Okay, they do ban it, and now maybe a Juggernaut as well. I think Jug is also incredibly strong with Magnus. LTW also plays Slark. We saw him play that yesterday. He was really good with it. That's also another potential hero, but Slark not that good against Void though. The Chrono
10 seconds.
is gonna lock the Slark down. You can't use your Dark Pact. It's really hard to try to trigger your ultimate before the Chrono comes sometimes.
Yeah, I need to be thinking about these little synergies and counter plays. I'm wondering if OG will be considering grabbing Gelder's High in this game as well. It seems to be something they've liked playing into the Void in the past. A couple of other heroes are like picking into Void, the Shadow Demon definitely. So not seeing that one banned out yet, although fitting it into this draft might be a bit awkward for OG. I'm not sure whether they're planning on putting this mag.
One more interesting thing is OG actually banned out the Omni Knight themselves. It could have been interesting if they were able to get an Omni Sven on their side.
Yeah.
For OG, because Omni's ulti is really good against Void. Obviously Sven not amazing against Void, but the Sven plus the Omni Knight is like really strong against Faceless Void, and has a pretty fast tempo too.
Do you reckon that's suggesting that we're might be seeing the Juggernaut coming out from OG then? Because obviously Juggernaut does not like playing into the Omni Knight.
Radiant's turn.
Yeah, it's possible. I would love to see a Jug here. Jug is one of the best like stack farmer with Magnus, and when he gets ahead, my gosh, it's so scary. The Mask of Madness, Omni Slash, it's like guaranteed kills on heroes. I think LTW plays that very well.
Yeah, for sure. One of his favorites. Other options could be, of course, Light Stealer. We just saw him absolutely destroying a game. Could also be an option for OG, depending on what route they want to go down, really. But Nigma pick up the Witch Doctor. Okay.
Yeah. So very, standard +5 hero that can just support the Faceless Void. You can skill up Voodoo Restoration in the lane. Just sustain against whatever 4 that OG pick up. That's going to be harassing the Void. Your Death Ward also works outside of the Chrono, and then you hit the target inside, so you have some damage source there as well.
Yeah. But there comes the Shadow Demon for OG. That's predicted by somebody very smart. Don't know who that was, but whoever it is, they put a power in the back.
Yeah, I like it. It's a save inside the Chrono. Solid. OG, there's been a lot of Shadow Demon picks lately. I'm starting to really enjoy watching this hero being played. Who knows what happens in the next patch, but at least he was able to show himself.
I will never forget one of those great CIS mess of the games where we had a Shadow Demon who built off an Axe, found a Refresher Shard from Roshan, and just dropped 6 Demonic Purges onto the enemy Shadow Fiend, who was absolutely massive, and just 100 to 0 him. There's nothing you can do. There's no counterplay. There's nothing you can do about it. If he drops 6 ultis, you're dead. That's it. You don't get to play. It was very amusing. So for that reason, I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Shadow Demon. Hopefully we'll see that one day again. But Nigma with this force, they really burning through all their reserves, and they're going to go with the Slaughter, amplifying the physical damage.
Yeah, so this allows the Void to actually do that. Like, you got the Corrosive Haze in the Chrono, right? And it pairs up with the Witch Doctor as well. Death Ward. Like, you have that combo, that synergy there. Then the Faceless Void has some damage, and then the Slaughter can also fight with the Void without the Chrono as well. You just Corrosive Haze, Void has, just amplify damage source, whatever. You don't really have to always fight without the Chrono, and this will allow them to be more aggressive. That being said, OG now pick up Troll Warlord, one of the better heroes against Slaughter in the laning stage, so Slaughter, we probably expect him to have a bad lane, and then he farms very quickly with Magnus as well, and that Whirling Axe is going to be really annoying in the mid game for the Void and the Slaughter, until they're able to, let's say, BKB it off, or a Manta or something.
Yeah, well there it is. Alrighty, we have the Batrider banned out by OG, and Nigma now getting rid of the Invoker.
They might want to ban the Viper here too on OG, or Nigma is going to pick Viper up. This is the last pick for we Batrider Viper, these two are his top heroes, and I would not want Nigma to have a Viper this game. It's so good against Troll as well. I hope they don't forget on the side of OG here. There's no playing it. Miracle is 100% going to be playing the Void. But we can also play the SF, so there's always that potential there in this game. But I don't think this is an SF kind of game. It's definitely a Viper kind of game though. Viper against Troll, so nice. Razor is like another hero that's good, but it's like super subpar. There we go.
There we go. Band down. I was gonna say, Seb's sitting there with his big stack of ring binders and notes, you know, ready, read up on it. Enigma's toe. Quickly, they banned Invoker now. Turn to page 3,421. Means we banned Viper. Okay, done. Bish bash bosh. Enigma now, final ban. They gotta be quick about it. They can't mess around here. Not and they probably want to save as much time as possible for this final pick for them. They ban out the Void Spirit, so Topson, what is he going to be playing this game for OG? Still plenty of options, plenty of Topson heroes left in the pool. Any expectations?
Topson's heroes Earth Spirit?
Spirit, possibly. Skywrath isn't good against Void. Too much carry this game for that kind of nonsense. Pugna could be a real option, actually.
Pugna is pretty decent, yes, that is true.
Thank you.
But I want to see him play Earth Spirit. I want to see him play a space making hero. Just give Troll everything in this game.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
So this is something, assuming it's a mid lane magic damage gyrocopter. This is Nigma's hero. They like doing this. Interesting.
Yeah, he's just gonna be a fighter. Hey, that's their space making. They go with the Zeus. Oh, they got inspired after that last series. And I got the Zeus now, then lots of magic damage available. So it's that combo. It's the same combo that Navi ran. The Slaughter, the Void, creating a lot of physical damage, and then here's the Zeus that you can't really try to build pipe against anymore. So on the side of OG, they got this Gyrocopter. Now Gyrocopter is actually pretty decent against Zeus, like sending the homing missiles out in the laning stage. My concern is their itemization, right? You need a lot of armor, you need pipe. Pipe most important. So I wonder if Seb will actually go for that in this game.
Yeah. We shall see what route he decides to go down, but these are heroes in the game. So, what kind of advantage do you think we've got here? Do you prefer one draft over the other?
I think Nigma's draft is solid, but I think I still have to go with the OG here. I think the Troll Warlord plus the Manus is. I hate betting against Miracle Void. This guy's Void is amazing. Like, I always would have thought people would ban this hero against him, but I think OG at some point they can get really far ahead with this Troll Mag, and their team fight is also really solid too. I slightly favor OG.
I do like what they're doing with this draft. I really do. I think this Topson Gyro is going to be very interesting. The magic damage, the slowdown, it's going to make it very hard for Miracle to kind of sustain himself inside these team fights, even with the time walk. But I find it hard to bet against the physical damage. I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to go with Nigma this game.
Does that mean it's a wager? Nomad? Are we gonna do it?
It does indeed, yeah.
Alright.
Some reclaimed my last one, so let's just charity donations. Whoever gets it wrong, I'm voting for Nigma, you're voting for OG.
I'll go for OG.
Let's see which way it goes down.
Let's do it. So far, we went the same way in the last 3 games, and we predicted 3 out of 3 correctly. Let's see. This is gonna be it, the tiebreaker, and the loser pays up to charity. Let's do it.
My deepest
we do here, folks. Alrighty, let's get into it. Game number 1 in the best of 3 series. Here in the upper bracket of the OGA Dota PIT. We're going to go through to the upper bracket finals to face the winner of the previous series, which was of course Navi. The loser locks down to the lower bracket to fight off in the wild elimination game. You don't want to be there, folks. It's scary. It's dangerous.
Oh yeah.
The patch just around the corner. Anything could happen.
There's also a Vikings versus VP down there. One of them gonna get last place in this tournament. Very, very scary. Oh, Saksa getting found out by Miracle, but he has boots. He's not afraid. He might be afraid now.
It's like a paralyzing cask. That is going to connect. The arrow to follow. Oh, the arrows are marked from GH.
Oh, it's so hard.
They won't be able to connect that one.
It's so hard. GH had to throw it like the same time the cask is going on. It's only a 1 second stun, and the Shadow Demon has boots, so it can like move to the side while the cask is coming. Yeah, it was not gonna happen.
Unfortunately not. So that's gonna be no first blood for this team. You know, No-Tail and Mind Control having a bit of fun over on the side, just playing with one another. casting some spells. GH is coming across though. Mind Control does have this Slithering Crush. Could set up for another arrow here. GH, pressure's on this time. In range, Ray will get. Arrow's going to follow as well. Notel locked down. I'm guessing this is going to be first blood. Notel, no counterplay. He's going to end up dropping.
Oh no. The classic +5 giving away the first blood. That's going to be, he's going to be so happy with that on Mind Control. Up 300 something gold. So did deny 3 creeps though. So they actually lost a lot more experience than what they gained from getting that first blood.
Yeah, it's a decent amount for LTW to try and make up for the fact that that Notel did drop. But yeah, I mean, Mind Control, he's going to have a rough time up in this top lane, so it's really key that he was able to get himself a first blood. That's going to mean that he at least starts the game with something, and hopefully he can springboard that into having like a somewhat decent time up in this top lane.
Yeah.
It could be a really impactful first blood if they can make use of it out of Team Nigma.
It's such a hard lane though, Troll versus Slaughter. Bottom lane now, this is the interesting stuff right here. Faces Void and Witch Doctor versus Magnus Shadow Demon. This is giving me so much fun. Every time I see Seb, it gives me flashbacks to 7. Like Magnus. Every time he plays Magnus. So it's always fun to see. He always empowers his position 4. The position 4 goes and starts like hitting the support or trades better against the carry, or like whatever it may be. Sucks like creating a lot of chaos right now while Magnus is freezing the lane in front of the tower.
There is
Trying to hold things steady. In control for himself. Meanwhile, over in towards the mid lane, we have a very interesting lane here as well. We've got Weeha playing the Zeus into a Gyrocopter mid from Topson. Now, in case you guys missed it, the Gyrocopter mid was run, I believe, by Nigma in the group stages, I want to say, or maybe it was even in the first round of playoffs by Nigma, and I believe it won. I think it did pretty well. It offered a lot of AoE magic damage. It was a magic build, which we went for, and Topson is definitely going for that build as well. I mean, you know, it's Topson. If there's spells on the hero, he's probably going to turn into a magic build hero. And that's exactly what he's doing here. He's already got the null talismans queued up on Gyrocopter.
I never really liked playing Gyrocopter into Faces Void because Gyro's a hero who needs to go into the fight, and Faces Void loves playing against those lineups. So it's like, you can get the easier chronos, you know? Whoa, IOTW! Oh no! Wow. He got killed while Notel was pulling. Oh no.
He did indeed. Slithering Crush into the bash, into the arrow. It was enough to take him down, and that's going to be the Troll Warlord losing his life.
Denied.
Yeah, that's, you don't want that happening. Exactly. Mind Control now has 2 kills under his belt. It's supposed to be a hard lane, but he's actually top of the network charts already, like just because of those 2 kills. How do you expect any kills to happen middle? Like, I feel these 2 guys are just gonna keep, you know, teabagging each other, constantly bringing each other low. They have a bottle, they're baiting one another, and then just gonna back off and then go back to base or something. I was gonna say teabag each other, you know, like going in and out. Teabag, like a teabag. You know, when you drink tea, yeah.
Like you drink something of tea. Okay, I think you have some reading up to do on modern language, but nevertheless, yes. It is going to be a pretty even split in the middle lane, I believe, depending on maybe some rotations. They might make the difference.
Whoa, no man, I was not going there, okay? That is your dirty mind. Get your mind out of the gutter, Nomad. Come on now.
I'm just saying. Meanwhile, Saxa hanging around the edges of the bottom here. So just bouncing around on him though. It's a good thing that Shadow Demon gets in some trouble. Let's see what goes down here. Miracle gets on top, off on a time dilation. Coconut to follow as well. Is it going to bounce back? No, it is not. They're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Maledict come through. Miracle needs a bash here, really. And he knows the fact is going to run. Topson gets jumped in the middle lane. They're going to be able to bring him down. Reaper and GH find a kill in the mid. Meanwhile, Saxa does just about survive that one, so he is going to live through that engagement. A lot of trades being made across the map right now.
Yeah, that hate stream plus just GH coming in there with the leap, pressuring the Gyrocopter a bit. Allowing them to get a big kill. Now, is this a Thundergloss draft?
Fighting down here at bottom over the bounty rune here. It looks like
the man
taking a lot of damage inside the Maledict. He wants to try and get the kill, but the arrow connect from GH, bringing down Seb and saving Kuroki in the process. Saxo also running away on low HP. Has his tranquil, so should be alright. He doesn't unfortunately have a Thunderbolt to finish anything off, but he did just use it for that engagement. Wow, this is very, very on the edge game from both these teams right now. A lot of heroes coming very close to dropping and just about staying alive.
GH actually missed the uphill hit onto Saxo. That was pretty much a double kill right there. That quick level 6 from Weeha after killing Thompson, I really don't think OG expected that. And they almost got heavily punished for it. They still did because Nag died, but if Shad Demon also died, that would have been huge.
They want to give him the best game possible. Currently, he's having a pretty good time. Pretty much neck and neck with IRTW on CS and Network.
I want to just show like how important runes are for OG, right? They bring both the Shadow Demon and the Phoenix to the top rune, not letting the Zeus pick that up. And as soon as Mirana, GH is like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? Why are there 3 of you? And then it just instantly backs off, and now Thompson secures the bottom rune. Like, that's just, you know, getting in the heads of OG, how they prioritize this and how they understand this is what allows them to make plays on the map.
Well, Phoenix getting very large here in the top lane. Can I take a job though? He actually comes spinning on through. The Starstorm is runs out, but GH will go with the right clicks now. They're looking for revenge. LTW can't close the gap onto GH. He's still got another leap available and going to start himself up and come back in. They might be looking for the play onto Control. Waller trying to bring down Mind Control. Mind Control, he's got himself a Slithering Crush. Have an arrow available as well. This could be dangerous for LTW as he gets Slithering Crush. Arrow to follow. They're controlling him up so well. The 2 players from Nigma. Stopping LTW from fighting. Thunder God comes down, finishes the job, gets a kill for Weeha. That is how you do it, Nigma.
That is so good. Man, GH is making so much space in this game. There's 6 kills on the side of Nigma, right? GH is 2, 0, and 4. He has pretty much created all of this advantage that Nigma has built up in this game. No tail again.
More. He's looking for no tail under the tower. Okay. Doesn't get the Starstorm hit. Won't get the kill. No tail. He's narrowly surviving.
Creep wave just coming in on time, but they're gonna get that D ward. No tail did notice GH planting that. Not so bad. Oh, he wants no tail.
He's going into this kill. TP the trap. It's not going to be there in time though. Mind Control is going to get the kill. LTW coming across for a bit of revenge. Slows down the action. I think Mind Control knows he's dead here, but is he turning around? Gets the back. Running away. Brings fine. Brings him down. Mind Control goes die for that one.
Oh, you know it was not worth it. Thompson mid though. He was diving Wii. There's so much TP support coming in for Wii. Jeez, they really want to punish Thompson for that play, and it works out.
Well, what did you expect?
Yeah.
It does come through in the end.
I think Thompson needs to be careful. If he TP's back mid and Miracle sticks around here, there is a Chrono up plus Mask of Madness, he might just die once again. But instead they're going to go for Saxo. It's not a good kill. Oh, that's the courier.
Oh, okay, alright, they're bringing both down.
That's good.
I was looking to help him out, but unfortunately he hasn't done very yet, of course. So that's just Shadow Demon at mid, and they're looking for the tower. I feel like OG needs to try and defend this one. Thompson's walking back to lane. He's going to get here eventually, so no tower today, but still getting pretty damn low. Team Nigma. They're going to be happy about that. Opens up a real opportunity to take it up to level 10 catapult.
Yeah, Miracle has like healing style and Master Madness. It's okay to just go back after this. There's a rocket coming in though. Oh, that might be a dead Miracle.
Miracle? Oh god, that hurt. The backline trying to bring down Thompson with the mouth economy. Will certainly fall, but they get the return kill onto Kuroki. We playing in the river, but ILTW trying to get on top of him. He's going to slow him down with the range action. Down. He doesn't really have the damage to get this kill though, so just a couple more axes thrown his way, and now ILTW will chill out and get himself back.
I would say that was pretty worth it for OG. Not only do they defend middle, but they also get a kill.
Trying to fight up, drops the RP down onto GH. He's solo. GH just needs one more click, finds it, gets the kill. Double fall. GH gets the solo kill onto the Magnus. How is he doing so much damn work here? It's insane.
Starting level 7, pops the fight. You know, and Mind Control. Oh, he got out the rocket. That was so close.
The dire stare.
Yeah, relevant chat
On
line.
the hunt for radiant force. There is
Green
little
is out
hope
right
for
now. These guys
Dire's
are brawling.
middle
I mean, let's
tower.
take a step back, take a breather, and actually have a reflection on how everyone's...
No tail?
Oh, hold on. He's trying to have some fun here. The arrow. Oh, I have to dodge it out.
Yeah, there was a word there that watched GH throw that arrow out. So maybe if he didn't see that, he might have got hit by it. It was a really nice arrow going past the tree line. Damn.
Diving it. Stealth arrow. Anyway, yeah, so who's doing well from this lane phase? Who's happy? Who's sad? Give us a 4-1.
Oh, every core on Nigma is very happy. That's for sure. That one death from Miracle middle, that made him a little bit sad, but that's okay. He's back to farming once again. There's no pressure on this bottom tower anymore either. Especially after GH is pretty much solo killing Seb there. GH is the one who's the happiest. Like, he was level 7 by 9 minutes. He just ate the Tommy's level 8.5. He does an insane amount of damage. He can pair up with either the Sada or the Void and pretty much kill anybody on OG side.
This is a terrifying prospect. And Seb is in danger of being Chrono into arrowed down the bottom lane if they want to make this happen. Looks like they do. They're coming down. Patrick.
So good.
Home with a drop, and that means Arrow's going to miss as well. Perfect positioning from Saxon to save Seb, waiting the Chrono. And now look for the turnaround. So he's going to be inside the third time. Drop the dash on the fucking option. But he's really low. He's going to get dropped as well. They're going to throw him like butter. Meanwhile, GH is taking a step too far and gets cut down by a TW. They are going to be able to make the trade here, but Thompson does die during this. The two supports, you know, it's not the worst trade in the world, but still a little bit better for OG, just because they get the training.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so, but they also got mid and top tower though, on Nigma's side. So a lot of map control now for Nigma, and the Phases Void, I wonder if he's just gonna leave bottom lane. He's still feeling quite comfortable to stay down here. There's not enough pressure coming out from OG side for him to get kicked out of the lane at the moment. Just allowing his Zeus and Slaughter to absorb the farm top and middle first before he takes over those areas. I must say, OG, like, they made a cool play. Saksa was in the perfect place. He read the map correctly, expecting Seb to be the one getting chronoed, but they're not really opening up this map, and Thompson is struggling quite a lot too. He's going for that boots of travels, not that tanky. Still needs another 1,000 gold.
Let's work it in there. Nigma, looking to draw some blood. They have the Blink Dagger on mind control. They want to make some use of this timing. Still keep the target. He's hugging that tower pretty closely though. This is not a subtle gank at the same time. Not much no can do about it anyway. If mind control comes on through, the lightning bolt will finish the job. Arrow not even needed. No, get the clean kill onto the Phoenix and look to take this last outer tower. But Thompson has turned up, so it doesn't look like they're willing to let this go easily.
He needs to be careful. Yeah, he's looking pretty dead.
Jump in, done, lightning bolt, Thompson, he's got a catch those on the corner run away. Miracle is on him, the disruption comes through. Everything's actually going to die as well, more on 18. Both series will drop. Left watch from Koki, pretty damn good. Even getting some hits up on the ILTW here. Kurosa pays death one. Hey, nothing to mess with. Then trying to come down, looking for the RT, can't find himself a target. Could just run to mind control if he really wants, but he's actually out of mana right now. His Note will fall. Yep. In the whole of Nigma. Come on, there is some chain feeding going on right now. Time to grab something forward, looking for the plus one. They want to bring down RTW, pop the ultimate, try and turn around with mind control. Getting himself at least one kill here with Johnson, but that's all it's going to be. Just the one, as Miracle will put him to sleep. And they got themselves 4 kills on the side of Nigma. OG, a very scrappy defense off the tower, and it doesn't quite work out for them in the end.
Oh, that was such an awkward defense from OG. Like, your Gyrocopter and your shot didn't even die right away. Then the Phoenix TP then literally eggs in front of 4 heroes. One of them being a Mirana, so that was so awkward. They could have just let that tower die and try to go in again once that Gyrocopter is alive, but very tough play from OG, getting completely punished. And I want to mention, that's Miracle with a Midas and a Mask of Madness who's been joining fights. No boots.
Yeah, it seems to be the new hotness on the face. Oh yeah, not even boots, wow.
Yep.
Just here to try and walk in.
Miracle's build. What he likes to do.
Oh, he did it.
Now he's got treads. He hits very, very quickly.
A lot of damage.
Yeah. I love
Nigma seems to be in full control of this.
I was gonna say, I love Wee's gameplay too this game. He's just been so active. Like, after OGH, no wave, dude. Poor guy.
They nail him, they take him down. He doesn't even need to see the targets to get the arrows off.
He's actually ahead of the Magnus now in network.
Goodness gracious, this is going how they expect. Mind control blink up to the high ground, we'll be alright. OG. They might not get jump kills. Moonlight Shadow Heroes are making their way in. They're jumping onto this one. The Supernova comes down, but the final still comes out of pocket. Wilson wants to take it down, crack that egg as quickly as possible. Seb threatening with the RP, but they're just keeping their distance. They're baiting him out beautifully. Seb cannot get off his spells. He's going to have a steal in 1 second, but unfortunately, even if he does drop down that ultimate, that's not going to make much of a difference as they will finish him off. And now looking towards Roshan. Oh, guess what? We've got a slaughter, so this Roshan is going to go down very quickly and do that corrosive haze and minus 10 armor onto Roche. That's going to make them take it very, very fast.
Yeah, and Void does so much damage with these bashes to Roshan. 16 minutes, 10k gold lead? Oh my goodness. I mean,
It's great, isn't it?
OG, it's not like they even lost their lanes badly, it's just they're taking a lot of bad fights, and GH has just been dominating this game, man. His early snowball, and just, he just kept pressuring them, it didn't matter. He was so high level 7, level 8, 10 minutes into the game, as a position 4, it's just a dream.
Yeah, it kind of feels like OG just kind of leaves the space on the map, therefore they're forced into trying to defend these 2-1 towers, and it's not the best thing for them to do, but at the same time they can't afford to give up that map space to Nigma. This team they're far much quicker regardless, and if they have any more map space, then they're forced into making very scrappy defenses, which don't actually work out that well for them, and now they jump forward, look at the top spin, arrow will connect, but they've got that corrosive haze on someone, so they're still being some trouble. Lightning bolts coming through, they've got a thunderbolt if they want it. They do a bit more damage to finish the job though. Mind control, he's still chasing, he wants to do that extra bit of damage. Sunrays coming through from No-Tail to try and keep him alive, they will be able to save the Gyrocopter. Sweep up from No-Tail. Nice little 2-play from these guys as they keep each other alive and keep themselves nice and safe.
Alright.
He's falling on OG right.
That was a lot of space at least, right? They spent a lot of time just hunting this Gyrocopter. That means Magnus and the Troll Warlord were able to pick up a little bit more gold. Magnus really need that Blink Dagger to try and do something in these engagements.
They found themselves in the cell. He was just not getting away from this one. Escape, but I mean, I kind of feel this has been a bit of space for Warlord to farm up a bit, find his space to get this BKB. He's not coming out to him right now. So
He's TP top. If he gets purged here, oh no, he bolts first. He notices that Soxo's still here. Very good play from Weeha. He's been playing so well this game on Wii. This is like one of his heroes. He has like 3 heroes that he plays exceptionally well.
Comes into the middle lane, gets that current face to the opponent. The arrow will make him perfectly, but Miracle's coming in, dropping the Chronos. They're on to 2 heroes. This is a perfect Chronos here. Catching out the Phoenix. And that's a double kill for Miracle. Well earned as well. And he's even looking across to RTW. RTW doesn't want to pop the ultimate here, but might have no choice. He's going to have to pop the BKB at least. Now turns around, starts throwing some axes away at Miracle, but the 10-second BKB just does absolutely nothing for RTW as OG will retreat to their high ground and let Nigma take yet another tower hit.
Yeah, Miracle also has an Aegis, so he wasn't gonna pop that battle chance or anything like that, even if he didn't get a route onto the Faceless Void. He's gonna have to wait till this Aegis actually runs out, but Miracle has 4,000 gold in the bank. Okay. It's like, I actually thought he just got chugged like not too long ago. The man's already got 4,000 gold and is about to take a straight to tower.
However, he will be able to do so. He might not be that safe. Meanwhile, No-Tail going down the bottom lane with holding the 12, coming towards the GH. He's got that hero, but the Thompson gets from Thompson. He has got the rocket barrage, trying to finish the job here. Punching for the kill, gets a double kill. Kuro will finish the job on him, but still, that's a double kill for Thompson up here in the top lane. Very impressive stuff from this Gyrocopter indeed.
That's huge. He just killed 2 people by himself who are actually more farmed than he was. Like, so the Gyrocopter can really do a lot of damage. The problem is, it's very weak against the Slaughter and the Faceless Void though.
The Radiant Glyph is now active.
W using the space which Thompson is pushing this middle lane, try and get a bit of damage on the tower. Saxer and Seb waiting behind. counter any kind of play onto LCW with a versatility or disruption.
Ah, they also got Miracle's Aegis, by the way, while that was happening.
Coming down onto the field, and Void didn't have the damage yet. They do. The Void is dead, and they're going to follow the ball to mind control. How are they doing this? They're looking for more. We's going to be the next target. They've got that homing missile coming out on center. And he's doing much good here. Everybody's trying to close that gap. He's got the axes coming down. OG are not stopping the train. Has left the station, and we get run over. We're on the high ground. Might be the +1 here. RCW instead. They're looking for it. Axes coming down onto the top. The beautiful arrow from Jason. That's coming over the top. They're going to kill off the troll warlord. I can't believe it. The support duo from Nigma play it perfectly. They are going to lose Hero in the end, but by every stretch of imagination, I mean, they did everything they could to just do something out of this one, and that's what his team is so damn good at doing, just finding the clutch little moments to make things not quite as bad as it would be for other teams, but still, Nigma, 5-man wipe, absolutely fantastic from OG, pulling themselves well and truly back into this game. Still a big goal difference, but I imagine that's going to start to come down soon.
Yeah, that was such a nice play from OG, just being very patient on that Magnus. As soon as Slardar blinked in, like Mind Control blinked in, I really don't think he had any business doing that. He just got completely punished with that double RP onto him and Miracle. Troll Warlord doing plenty of damage when he gets that battle trance off. Dude.
That GH arrow onto the troll warlord.
Oh yeah, that was so nice. I mean, if it wasn't for that, this would have been horrendous. It was horrendous, nonetheless. But you know, the troll dying meant they didn't lose more map control than they would have, right? And this troll probably would have gotten, you know, more farm than this Void by now, had he not died there. Damn.
Taking some big thick stacks. Miracle making some more creep camps. He's finished off his Scatty, by the way. So the Midas, Mask of Madness, then straight into the Scatty. What's the reasoning for this build, this game?
I think it's just for the heals from the Troll Warlord's Battle Trance. Then you got the Sunray. On top of that, it makes you just incredibly tanky. You don't really need damage offer right now. You got damage coming out from your Mask of Madness, your Hand of Madness, and your Power Treads, right? The Time Lock is pretty much all the damage you need for the time being. MKB will be his next choice because of the throwing axes. So just gonna look forward to that. He does have a DD in his bottle now with the smoke and a chrono. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Eager to know
If they knew about this, they would be much more stubborn around now. They're actually making a big business to be very, very bad if they can get us that damage. They're going to leave no chance to rate off the bat.
We're gonna egg.
Might even be able to keep them over. Don't do so. The team really doesn't give it. They have to get back and forth away. They realize it's right. The RP is used for the RP. But then Elton's by the Conan still from Miracle. He's going out to chase down two. But now the RP comes out and the ultimate blast is down. He's chopping through the faces for it. Is it going to be enough to reach the time warp? They bring him down. The Void is out of here. Now we're looking for Lee Harris. He's got the TP away. There's nothing to cancel. He's gone. The 3 heroes down the side of Nigma, 2 for the side of OG. These fights could not be any closer.
Wow, that was so amazing. They first Delta split, right? And the troll gets that BKB off before the chrono comes off too, so he didn't really want to focus him. He had to focus the egg first, and then the troll just pops the ulti, kills the Void. Meanwhile, Nigma, they wanted to help the Void's chrono, but the Gyrocopter came from behind, killed pretty much the Witch Doctor and the Slardar by himself. That was some crazy engagement from OG. Like, they read it so well. They understand the only big teamfight spell that Nigma has right now is just the chrono. Making sure that the Gyro and the Troll don't get caught together. They also have an E-Blade now on top of him. Where did this guy get his items from? Like, he was so broke just a couple minutes ago. Now he has a full E-Blade.
All this turnaround has come from Thompson's play in the top lane. Since then, that's how they've been able to find things. Mind control doesn't have Thompson. This is going to turn around. Thompson is going to turn down. Oh no. Thompson demonic play. Thompson as well. Disney rocket barrage. That's interesting. That's interesting. So the plan is to use the ethereal blade to slow him down long enough for the homing missile to connect. And also stay in range for the rocket barrage and the cooldown.
This is how he played his Snapfire too, right? Just E-Blade, just pop people with all the magic damage. Like, he understands that's his job in the game. His carry is gonna be the one doing all the physical damage. He's just like pretty much playing Zeus, but with a creative hero, essentially. Other teams are picking Zeus, he picks Gyrocopter and beats Zeus that way.
Radiant's courier has
Talking
been
about
killed.
Zeus, he's going for the Blink Dagger next.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think one of the reasons why they also, oh no, OG, are they actually going to get away with this? Miracle's nowhere near.
In the pit. They know
Okay, alright. They need to buy 20 seconds for this chrono to be up. And they can't afford OG to get this Aegis. That is the counter to the chrono. Big counter. On top of the Shadow Demon disruption.
Roach just casually having a 1v1 with the Nimbus in the foot. Everybody else waiting with bated breath to see who jumps for it. Roshan wins. Congrats. But these two teams, I think the situation's kind of been diffused a little bit. OG was just trying to sneak it, look to show up, and they realize that's no longer a possibility. But Miracle, he does have this Chrono Sphere. He definitely wants to pop it and find himself a hero or two.
Yeah, then they're just gonna keep nimbusing, making sure that OG's not sneaking this. And OG are pretty happy to just chill and poison inside the pit. See if Nigma are trying to sneak this while their troll is just farming up. Like, this troll has overtaken the void. You know how disastrous it is to be having 10,000 gold lead at like 15 minutes, and now it's 2,000 at 26 minutes. That is really bad. Like,
yeah.
it just means that Nigma just can't actually teamfight right now. But they can. They have good heroes for it. They just had to get the right angle. He canceled it. Faked it.
Oh, yeah, that was some toe curling stuff right there. If he finds the pick off, that's game changing, obviously. But let's see style the stat.
Dyer's bottom tower.
I would love to know the stat on a team who's up 10k gold at 15 minutes.
Taking this very quickly. The arrow's going to connect though. I think that's
That was really nice play from Seb, like trying to get that RP onto the void, but I think he was really trying to fake it, and then that lured Nigma away from the Roshan pit and allowed ILTW to enter the Rosh, have enough time to complete it before Nigma can actually show up with all their heroes. Because they all moved away from the pit to try and help Miracle
Dyer's bottom tower is
with the Seb fake. So a lot of mind games going on.
Big three-man Chrono Steel onto the support lane from the river. Now ILTW, he's not a support. He's a big boy. He's just getting taken down, pounded by the Death Ward. Is there anything they can do about this OG? Doesn't look like it. They are looking for the Zeus though. Hoping finds one turner. Okay, he's actually going up the high ground for more. Like he's going to approach you straight away at him here is left. Oh no. Combo up with a disruption or this combo here is Zeb making a swing up to the high ground. It's okay. They're buying time for Thompson to finish in the back line. He's even forward here. Help this guy. He'll take down one. The field blade comes down on the other. Missile's going to come down as well. DH does dodge out the missile. And he actually knows he needs to get away. No way. They get the kill. Thompson, man. This guy is just playing his hero like it's 2025. Meanwhile, Miracle into the trees, making the TP away. They won't be able to find him. And he gets himself out. Well, they get that carry out of there at the very least. So Thompson's just going to TP to keep on following Miracle. He doesn't have any health. He doesn't have a care in the world.
Dude, Thompson literally killed the Zeus by himself, the Wish Doctor, and the Mirana, while everybody was just trying to help the Troll Warlord and the Magnus, like, push away Miracle, right? That's just crazy. He literally just took on 3 heroes and killed them. Like that, the Zeus just died from the E-Blade combo plus just 1 shockwave from the Magnus. That's all the help that Thompson actually needed.
Is under attack.
I'll be honest, it's not the ideal time to be finding the new OP combo of the patch, but you know, I'm enjoying it whilst it lasts.
This is awesome. I love watching Thompson play right like this. Like, it's just so refreshing. And the thing about Thompson, what makes him so special, is he finds the right angles in the team fight. He knows who can kill him, and then he avoids that situation and finds like the most optimal hero to maximize his damage and impact in the fight. Right? Like, he's always so patient. Yeah. So patient.
And the thing which makes it even more impressive is that it's on heroes like Magic Damage Gyro and Morphine and Aghanim turning into Earth Spirit. He seems to play these heroes which no one ever else do these strategies which no one else ever does. And somehow acting like he played like 500 games.
Exactly. It's just like a playstyle thing though, right? Like, he kind of plays this wave with pretty much every hero. He's just, you know, owns up to it. Like, he knows this is how he likes to play. He knows this is how he knows how to play, and he just does it really well. And everybody else is kind of just surprised by it since they're all doing like meta stuff.
yeah. It's gonna be pretty annoying to try and prepare for something like, I'm sure he's gonna do this Morphling Spirit Miller. Oh no, he's fixed Magic Damage Jar this time. Great. Throw those tapes out the window, put them anywhere by maybe out of this one, and if I haven't done, we walk up to the high ground. So allow the opponents come out. It's got out Thompson. Can they bring him down? Do they have the damage? They look like they do. Thompson no gets off the Ethereal play in the very last second. Out of the as well. He's going to survive through this. Nick will actually have to retreat. GH is coming in now. He wants to kill First Family. Wants to come down with the BKB. It's still going. They might get their attention, but we blinked in. Finished off with the lightning bolt. This is Nigma's fight. 3 heroes dead, along with the carry in the mid laner. It's already over for OG. They just need to try and get themselves out of there. No Tail though, unfortunately, does not have the Icarus dive. He's got 20 charges on his Holy Locket. He's got a Holy Locket, but he's not going to save him.
Dude, that was such a beautiful play from Nigma. They fully expected OG to run up that hill, but let the troll come in first. Slaughter stunned him up, and Miracle, as soon as he saw Shadow Demon, he jumped in. And conveniently enough, there was also a Gyrocopter right beside him. So the two, position 1 and the 2 getting down to like what, 100 HP at the end of that chrono, it just allowed Nigma to just completely run them over. OG making that over-aggressive play into that high ground without taking the right steps to penetrate that area.
Well, the comeback dream looking pretty cute for OG, but all of a sudden Nigma just reminding us why this team is so damn good. They were still ahead at that point, and they're sure to remind OG of it very thoroughly, taking the team fight beautifully and put themselves back into a firm ahead position. Really nice stuff.
I will not count OG out until Nigma manages to secure the next rush. That's gonna be the big thing for Nigma. If they can get the next rush, it's gonna have a refresher shard or an Ags on it too. That's gonna be the game changer right now. Just 1 Rax, I don't think it means a whole lot against a Troll Magnus. It is a little bit of an advantage, which will definitely help Nigma out, but if these last team fights, what they've told us is that OG are a bit stronger at the moment. Like that last fight was just, when Nigma won, it was just a complete, you know, one-sided fight, right? They had like the best possible case scenario for them.
Yeah, but with they take all advantage. It's been very tricky for OG to break them next time around. And it feels like they figured something out now, Nigma. It feels like this kind of scattered gameplay we've seen before is about to come to an end. We'll see what they can give to OG. I mean, you know, Kuro as a captain, this team's never going to really be making...
Oh, hold on. Kuro bought Aghanim Scepter on Wish Doctor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The absolute madman.
Okay. Normally we see Wish Doctors buying Glimmer Caves, you know, but this is a greedy build here. That being said though, it's a lot of damage in Chrono. Miracle has been getting 2/3-man Chronos this entire game. It's gonna be just some nice damage output.
That being the case, it definitely is going to be Kuro and Miracle are going to be blasting out a lot.
And the Zeus. Let's not forget the Zeus here. I know he's been dying quite a bit, but... Whoa, it's Power Ranger TPs. Top onto the tier 2 tower. They're really going to bait this tier 1 right now.
Oh, OG, I think they knew they were at bottom. Alright guys, they're going to be smoking like this, but no, they're jumping straight onto LTW, however. LTW is going to play carefully. It looks like they're playing a soft submit from Nigma here. They're trying to bait out themselves, and they get them. Beautifully done to get that supernova down. Get themselves away, get themselves back, and now they can re-engage.
It's trying to go back.
Really nicely done from them.
OG, I don't think you're gonna want to fight this. But they're sticking around, man. They want to get the surprise RP.
Yep, the arrow gonna come through, not gonna connect though, bouncing through the fight. LCW happy to stay on this front line and be the big in the front line. Oh, wait, no, come and attack you. No supernova, no worries. We don't need that super fight.
Arrow?
Jumping off from it's getting pretty loaded. My one is going to pop in that BKB and finishing the job, and we'll do exactly that. Now, Miracle pops the Chrono Spear down. That means that BKB is going to end and he's going to get completely shredded by LPW. You know, Hudson. He's on the case. For what? I'm not too sure. Now he's going to keep himself away. Miracle's not going to try for the bash. Let him escape, and that'll be that.
Okay, Roshan not yet up. 15 seconds. It doesn't look like Nigma knows the timer at the moment, but when OG is alive on this Troll Warlord, they're gonna have a window to do something. The chrono is on cooldown for 2+ minutes. This is it. This next rush, it's gonna be everything in this game.
Yeah. 1.5 minutes, And this game should be decided pretty much by this Roshan. I mean, to be fair, I think if OG get the Roshan, get the Aegis, you're still playing into
The prize is mine.
It's pretty good. So.
It really depends on what item comes from this Roshan, right? If you get like an Aghanim for the Shadow Demon, that could be pretty strong against the Faceless Void as well for OG. If you get a Refresher, -RP, 2 RPs, it's just okay. But that Axe could be a huge game changer. And Troll is going to feel so confident to just walk up high grounds with that Aegis as well for 5 minutes. And when again, do we see Miracle with Aegis? He's a madman. He does not give any sense about anybody.
It's way too strong to give the way off Nigma. They will end the game with that. This next stage is unfair. Crazy. And it is coming up in 20 seconds. LTW read and waiting inside the Roshan pit. Kills off the courier as well. Michael George leaving us in there to try and see when that Rose respawned. Accepting the risks.
Yeah, I really hope OG don't do that thing again where they fight without their supernova after using it. That was kind of awkward in the last engagement. I really didn't understand why the Troll Warlord kept forcing it.
Oh, they get on top of it, they got the bash, it's coming on down. My goodness, that is a magnet. Oh, sorry, more accurately, that was a magnet. There's no longer.
You gotta buy back on these. They want more though on Nigma.
They certainly do. RTW. Lightning bolt.
That's gonna be rough, because Roshan is now alive, and Nigma have Chrono up in 5 seconds. LTW, are you sure about this?
No break. The courier running around his face. The Miracle basically saying, I see you.
Is this gonna be a Chrono steal? They need to fight. They need to fight.
We're going to find out. Let's see. Thompson running up onto the high ground. They're able to take down Microsoft first, but they've got the dude. He's in trouble as well. In fact, no one's coming to the over. There is a credit for it. Meanwhile, inside the Rose Pit, he jumps in. Miracle is going to be able to ground it. Stop the Refresher. He's going to immediately slog down. He's so warm for the duration. Is it not? Yes, it is. Miracle finds the value and gets 2 kills. What a player. He brings them both down. Meanwhile, Thompson still trying to fight, but it's one man versus the world. The man never wins in that occasion. He's going to fall as well. A dieback from Seb makes this really bad. Oh, that Refresher shot play was completely beautiful.
He got the Aegis, he got the cheese, he got the Refresher. I mean, were we expecting anything else? The Troll was just doing the Roshan while his team was fighting, and the Void was not showing. So, oh man, with that vision inside of the pit, such a good jump from Miracle there. So calculated. He knows what was important, right? Like, not the Gyrocopter or the Magnet or the Shadow Demon kills. It was just steal the Aegis. The disruption was on point, but it was just too soon. And Miracle manages to get the Aegis as soon as he comes out.
Illusion. There we go. The high down push begins. They have a lot of delaying strategies. They have a lot of damage. They're trying to find the out.
He's dead. Yep, first drop the Titanic. Oh, gosh, shit. Okay. Nice. Oh, God.
That's a gem as well. Maytel can't actually pick up
that back. Yeah, he got arrowed on Saksa, and then Nimbus ulti got slapped. Arrowed again.
Buddy, pulled pretty low. Taka comes in, facing with the disruption. TH is just not missing. He's just going to chase back after W3 creeps to keep himself alive here. He's going to try himself forward inside that ultimate, but he's turned himself too much. That's actually going to absorb the Nimbus here, which keeps the Soul Warlord alive, but he really needs to go and get some HP for himself. He does have himself a Satanic, so could still heal up from that as well. RTW will be able to hold on here, but still big threat from the force to make that, and they're going to have that Chronosphere available in 18 seconds. It's very hard to see how OG hold on when they have this Chronosphere back.
extremely good call from Nigma just to back off. Like it must have looked so juicy to jump in onto OG while their battle chance is on cooldown, but you can just secure this game as soon as the Chrono's back. Miracle has been so on point with every single one of this big teamfight ulti usage.
What are you doing here, buddy? You're doing a sneaky void. Will anyone fall into his trap? Definitely not today. But it's open. Use the Thunder Gods to get the vision down. Miracle going to jump in the backline, try and find Seth, thinking about dropping Chrono Spear. If we're going to do so straight away, you want to never comes down. Chrono Spear, that is so good. Catching Phoenix and the Magnet, but he actually can't jump away. LCW gets the chain roots out. Austin Sen now going to drop the up. They might be able to take away his first life. He actually drags him back under the tier 2 tower. Not quite sure if Seth wants to be alone with this void. They're going to chase them away. Interesting fighters who do bring down the Zeus in the backline.
They can get him twice.
The rest of the team, they're nearby-ish. But they've got a lot to do here. They need to kill Miracle twice over. Will be so allowing Miracle to try and turn around. He's got that satanic strike, keeps himself alive, but he is going to die. Aegis will pop. He has the cheese. He's ready to come back to life number 2. Miracle also trying to jump in and help him out. Turning around onto RPW. RPW gets off the ultimate though. Fighting at a Miracle. Miracle's not winning the game. There's no way. Supernova comes crashing down. Miracle dies for the second time around. Real Geo trying to pick on the back line, but now will be punished. Well, Kuro's going to be punished for it as he gets dragged back in by Seb. RTW with the double kill. They'll kill off the Void twice, and it all starts with a kill on to the
fortune. Yeah, he had no buyback available to on Weeha, and then because that Chrono that came on, he didn't manage to get any kills since he constantly got rooted, but a Troll Warlord actually kept his team alive. That was amazing. And then as soon as the Chrono is down, they can just chase him. LTW not attacking anybody else, keeping up the Fervor stacks on the Void, so you can just constantly go onto him. That Butterfly made it really hard though to kill the Void, but he does have an MKB available soon.
That should make the difference, but they needed the difference.
GH, oh, so close. Nice play from GH there too. Honestly, GH has been doing so much work in this game. Like his build is amazing, blink heals, controlling the troll, always removing the empower, super annoying. The Guardian Greaves keeping his team alive, and now he's gonna have a Hex. I'd rather see him buy an E-Blade maybe, just so he can E-Blade someone or E-Blade the Troll Warlord. The Troll does have a lot of statuses, but E-Blading like your teammate when the Troll uses the ulti is pretty strong too. But the Hex is nice, so he just wants to pick somebody off maybe. They feel like they lack a little bit of disable, I suppose.
Yeah, it does seem to be the case. And just that hard lockdown control.
No tail, arrow.
Eliminate any kind of chance you can get yourself. Yeah, we've got the end this.
Okay.
Sweep himself away.
Damn, this game is getting very tense, Nomad. They have 2 Raxes, but the tier 2 is still alive bottom. That's gonna be pretty hard for Nigma to take the way that OG has been playing. They're just playing for the 4th Roshan already. Now it could take
Void.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That is really, really good. It's gonna give the Timeless Relic to either the Zeus or the Mirana. It's also amazing. Timeless Relic Mirana with that scythe and the arrows. Woo. It's gonna be some long disables.
That's what we want to see. Level up.
Yep.
That's the backpack item if ever I saw it.
Exactly. Gonna keep that. Gonna give him a lot of power damage.
Jeez. Well, but it doesn't look like anyone's keeping it. Kind of want the trolls keeping it back.
What do they have? Oh, they have a Shaco. Who wants that? Maybe the Gyrocopter wants that, but he's actually keeping the Nether Shell instead for the Spell Lamp Magic Resist. I think the Shaco is probably better. It's a lot of HP. And he doesn't really need this gigantic mana pool. Yeah. Oh, and Seb is the one holding the Spell Prism in this game for their team. Princess Knight, that's a good item too for someone to take, possibly. You can get that Hex onto the Void.
Yeah, I really like that shooting.
Invisibility!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. I want to see a Spell Prism on the channel.
Or Kuro.
This one as well. I mean, they are going to be able to go very easily when they run himself away. We want to back away. Gyrocopter tries to go to the backstab plate, but gets himself killed as well.
moment you were born.
Thompson gets him killed, and he has no buyback. Could be very costly.
Yeah. Thompson's backstab plays can only work so many times in one game before they start to realize what his plan is.
Almost the top that pushing over right here with the mind control. Really comes down, they're trying to kill him up, but it's not going to matter, or is it? The sun ray coming through, but he's got the BKB, keeps himself alive. The LG8 jumps into the attack, the attack is going to turn around, drop the disruptor. LG8 could be the one in some trouble. He's got the hex out onto the point corner, trying to control. ILPW, he's got himself a battle trance available as well, along with the BKB. Not an easy target to bring down by any stretch of the imagination. Miracle still holding it back. So if you use that chrono spin, they'd rather just use that here.
Yes! He can't afford to die. He bought back.
W there low as well, popping that BKB and Satanic, just peeling off that creep near camp nearby. He's got Miracle waiting, looking to go in. That has no chrono, remember, so his threats are limited. He actually used the chrono with the ninja gear and now swapped into the leveler for the extra damage. But Roshan is up. This is the big problem here. 30 seconds till the Gyrocopter is going to be back. This is probably going to be a 3-rush thing.
Yeah, 3-rush. What do we have in there too? We got the Aghanim's and the Refresher. Who's going to take the Ags? Maybe the Faceless Void. That's going to be pretty powerful. Slaughter and Zeus already have their own Ags, so they don't need that.
Immortality.
Oh. Into the pocket for the Faceless Void. Aegis as well.
A fitting bounty.
And Refresher shard for the Zeus. Actually.
Come on, Thompson.
What's going on in here? They're going to drop down the demonic potion. Managed to get a blink away on that control just in time. The rest of the team is nearby, so very hard for OG to actually commit to this one.
Yeah, just gonna reset. Just wait for the chrono. 60 seconds, right? You got the Aegis. A very long time left on your Aegis. You can just farm out just a little bit more. I really think Thompson needs that shackle. He's just not going to be surviving against this Void, especially when he gets chronoed. This Shoal is just not providing enough for it to be warranted for Gyrocopter to keep at 47 minutes into the game. The Bloodstone already gives you enough magic resist. You don't really need more, I would feel.
Getting hurried up, but he's got a Satanic and a Sanjin Yasha, so it doesn't last very long at all. So it's not bothered.
It does not. The thing that bothers Troll the most is the Yule. Not affected by status resistance. 2.5 second disable. It's been such a treat watching. Ooh. Who are they gonna find? They want Seb. He doesn't have a buyback. He's a sure kill.
Thunderbolt's gonna find it, and they're gonna
got
Miracle. He's gonna bring it through Gainable, and they will be able to drop it down onto the Magnet for 800 disruption from down the map. He's still gonna keep alive a little bit longer, but it's hard to get off the RP anyway. He is dead. LPW in some trouble, popping that ultimate, trying to turn around onto the Faceless Void. The Faceless Void is more than happy to tank that into this one, and now he's got the Titanic coming out the other side. He's gonna be able to drop the Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord is dead. He has himself a buyback, but he does not want to use it. Saxa coming back into this one as well, trying to fight out the Thompson. He'll come down into the Shadow Team, and the arrows coming through as well. Multi-shot arrows coming out in every which direction. No buyback on Sax, but he's an immediate dieback from him in fact. But he's doing from the Void. That might be it, so Nigma might have just done it. Oh, you know, OG, no fight till the last minute, but unfortunately, this really is looking like it's the end of the day for them. Let's see how they can play this one. Arrows coming out in every direction. No go. ILTW and Thompson, the only ones left to defend for the next 7 seconds. He's going to immediately jump over a couple of Gyrocopters using that time with fast combinations, trying to bring him down. Gyrocopters going to be the target. Can they kill him off? Yes, they can. No buyback on him either. They're going to keep on chasing his LPW, saving their target. No fail. Going to leave his life just outside the base, and down goes LPW as well. It's a triple kill for Miracle, and that will be it. The GG is called. Some days you just can't beat Miracle when he's strong and he's focused for. He's just too damn good of a hero, and he is on the Marana as well. Two incredible performances from these two. Nigma really giving it their all in this series and coming out with the victory in the end.